Hey everybody. I decided that I'm spending my last day with you in Serbia because tomorrow I'm going back to Hungary and slowly I will start in my new club in Hungary. And what can I say? I was decided to make the topic fast break. Of course, I will show for you again lot of details, principles, rules, and from one practice we will make 20 practice with different finish, with different thinking, and I hope that you will write your questions, your thoughts, and after this topic fast break, when I will have time later, I will make another topic secondary break. So about the secondary break I will not talk here. Maybe I will just show you at the end few kind of finishing, for example, secondary break, and that will be another topic. I hope that I will say for you some new things, and I would love to open some coaches' eyes about fast break because you must to build here a system too. And for me, can't be an excuse that somebody is saying, for example, okay, but I have weekly 2 or 3 trainings. I worked in Serbia with youth categories and senior teams that we had weekly 5 and 10 trainings, but I worked sometimes with top division senior teams in some countries that we had 2 or 3 trainings in a week, but we pushed to learn, to teach the players, and fast break is very important. And about I will talk you now. I will say details, rules, principles, and I will draw for you lot of practices. And of course, please write your questions and your thoughts, your details. So I'm open to talk about everything about fast break. If we are talking about fast break, first, we like a coach should need to see and to know what kind of team we have. When I'm going in a club, my first thing is always that on what level is this team, and can I work with this team how I know, or little I need to make it slower or with slower steps, or with this team I can go very fast. I not need to explain so many details because my players they know. And here we are coming for the difference of the coach. Doesn't matter we are talking about a youth category team or a senior team. The difference can be that the coach will correct, he will go in details, or he is just doing something, and maybe on a match, the coach is trying to say something tactically, what not did on the training, and he is expecting that the players to do. No, on our training we need to practice some tactical thing, technically how we are bringing up the ball. So I will talk about everything now. So when we know what quality of our team have, when we have players 16, 17, we need to know that there will be senior players, good players, that is a good team or no, and then we decide with what kind of speed we are working with them. And now let's talk about that. So the fast break must to be organized. It usually lasts between 3 or 5 seconds. Doesn't matter what kind of drill we have. We need to expect that our players are finishing very fast. Of course, you can, for example, count, and if they are not finishing on 3, 4, 5 seconds, then coming the next team. So if you are not pushing in this detail on the training, then they really must to finish very fast. You can't expect on the match. So about you must to be strict with your players and with your team. Why is good to play fast break? It is good against all of the defense, and it is the efficiency is very high. So this everybody must to play. And if that is the question, how many times in a week we need to do on our sessions? I will tell for you. You need to do on every session. On every session you need to do fast break. If somebody is saying, okay, but I have weekly 2 trainings and I not have time, my question is that with fast break you can do condition things. Of course that you can do. Let for example that I work with the top division team. We had weekly 3 trainings, and for example when we start the preparation period, I was not running so many with my players and that stuff because I not have time. So with fast break, I did aerobic endurance and anaerobic endurance. So I get the same thing in the physical preparation, but beside I am doing fast break, and players they like much everything to do with the ball than without the ball. So, for example, you want to do aerobic endurance. Let's give fast break, and you are doing continuously, and let's do at least 6 times. Let's do 10 times, 11 times. So they are finishing fast break with 3 players. You are saying what is the rule, which player is where going, and you are going continuously. You get aerobic endurance. So this is, for example, what I said for you. If you are working with teams that you have weekly 2-3 trainings, this is the way that you are pushing basketball, but on this way you will have time to make the system. Because when you have, 5 and 10 trainings in a week, then you have time. We can have a classical physical preparation, and then we have enough time to build a system for fast break. With the fast break, we can make that our opponents will be tired and demoralizing them. And now I will tell you one thing. When I'm starting to work with one senior team in some country, I know that I'm on a good way when I have more fans on the matches. So it doesn't matter what is the result. Maybe I won only one match and lost two. But if I see that the fans are coming and they are more like that when I arrived, I know that I'm in a good way. And what fans want, what to watch? Fans wants to watch dynamic game. What is dynamic game? That we are making very good defense, everybody fighting, everybody playing with heart. You have a defensive system, and then you have fast break and finishing. Maybe you are dunking, maybe you are finishing with layup, maybe you are making a jump shot, but it is attractive. So this is very important. In Let's say that I worked before 3 years ago in one country, and with the senior team, we had matches that I was feeling myself that I'm in the theater. We are playing the match, and the fans just watching, and they are just clapping at the end of the match if we are winning. And when they saw this, that how they are fighting these players in the defense, how they are talking, communicating, how they are running and going for fast break, the fans started to be let's say aggressive fans, like they are cheering the players all the time, and these players get a lot of confidence, especially if you are building young players to the senior team, because fast break they can finish. You can't expect from players 16, 17 that they will score a lot of points from 2-on-2 or 1-on-1. But young players, they want to run. They need to learn where need to be tactically, and they can score and they get more confidence. And this is very important. And when you will play more fast break, if you have very good defensive system. If you have very good defensive system, you will more fast break. So if you want to score more points from fast break, it's not enough just to increase the fast break system. You must to increase your defensive system. So this is very important. What fast break requests? Fast break requests good physical and energy preparedness, good offensive technical skills, on the movement with the ball and without the ball, certain tactical knowledge, and a positive mental attitude. Very important, the quick reaction, the rhythm, timing, spacing, and the corridors. Many times when I'm working like a technical director and I'm controlling the trainings in the clubs, many times I see that they are playing fast break, some drill is going, and there are no corridors, and players are finishing layup from the middle. No, there is middle corridor, there is side corridor, and this you need to practice on your training. So that is why you need to put cones. I'm putting cones sometimes with senior teams too, because every player likes the easy job, to make it easier. So you must to put the corridors. Now I will draw the practices. You will see I will draw the cones too, that the corridors to be perfect. So now, for example, I talked about the details. Now let's speak about when we can play fast break. We can play fast break from several situations. Stolen ball interception of the pass, stolen ball directly from the offensive player, after received basket, after missed free throw. Yes, you need to practice that you are missing the free throw and how you are building the fast break. This is very important. Missed shot from the opponent, what can be very common. This you can practice too, which is the most common case, how I said. And I said this is very important. If you want to play fast break, you need to have good team defense, and about this you must to work. If you not have many points from fast break, maybe you not have enough fast break on the match. So you need to work on your defense. Let's speak now about the principles and stages. Let's speak about the stages. So we need to make a good defensive rebound. After, we need to take out the ball from the lane. We need to transfer the ball on the offensive side of the court, and we need to finish. And now I will try to analyze these four stages, and after we are going for principles and everything, and I'm drawing the practices what I think that you are waiting very much. So about when we are speaking about the good defensive rebound, we should need to say that what we are expecting from our post player. So from our post player, we are expecting that he knows three options how to pass and to take the ball out to the lane. About everything what I'm saying, you need to do on the training. It is not enough just on the match to say, man, if you have this, do that. If you have this, do that. No, on the training. So first of all, your post player must to be ready for the baseball pass. Second, he needs to be ready for the overhead pass. And the third, he needs to be ready for the direct pass. And if he can't pass, if the defenders defending our teammates good, especially if the hand is on the passing line, then the post player need to dribble one or two dribble and to make pass. This is example, for example, Jokic in Denver Nuggets. You can check. So when we are using baseball pass, so when I am doing the defensive rebound, I need to look from my arms. The defenders are close or no. If he is not close, the defender, when I'm making the defensive rebound, now it doesn't matter how, with which technique I'm making the defensive rebound. After I'm saying, after the defensive rebound, I can make immediately a baseball pass. But now we are coming for the problem. When is overhead pass and when is direct pass? I had colleagues who said for me, I am believing in direct pass and I am believing in overhead pass. No, you need to teach your players both, because not good for those situations. Which pass is faster? The overhead pass. So when I am going for the defensive rebound, from my arm, I need to look the defender close or no. If the defender is not close, I am making the defensive rebound that I am catching the ball, and how I catch the ball above my head, I'm just coming like this on the ground, and I am making overhead pass, because this is much faster. But when the defender is on me, we are fighting for the rebound. When I'm catching the ball in the air, until I'm in the air, immediately putting the ball on my chest, bending my elbow, and now I am making a direct pass and I am making a side pivot with my leg. Please try not to make bounce pass. Bounce pass is not so fast. So baseball pass, the direct pass, and overhead pass. And when I'm dribbling the ball, if again the opponent is not close, and I think that that player, somebody is running for the fast break, is free, and I can give the ball. So this is for the defensive rebound. Now let's talk about what is happening after this, and I will draw. So very important, the timing. Now I will draw for you a lot of situations, and after, so we are putting here the post player, and we are putting here the guard. Now I will just speak about this tactically, but this can be a practice too. So when he is making the rebound, the post player, this player need to open, and very open, that we need to say in details where this guard need to open. The problematic thing, if this guard is opening in the corner, this can't happen. If the guard is opening the corner, there is no fast break. So this you can't let for your players. If this player opening here and coming to the corner, and your player is saying, okay, coach, but this was a free zone. Every opponent want that the attacker is going in the corner because there is no fast break. You must to go directly to the sideline or directly here to the middle. Very important that you can't be very close to the sideline. Why? If I am very close to the sideline, the problem is that now if I am receiving the ball, I can go for drive in the middle. But if I am receiving the ball 45 degrees, little close to a three-pointer line, and now if I am receiving the ball, I can go for drive beside the sideline, and I can go for drive here in the middle. So this is very important thing. Now, how this player need to receive the ball? This player must to receive the ball in laterally position, so your back must to watch on the sideline. Can't happen that you are receiving the ball and you are face to face. You will lose the ball. But I am receiving the ball, my back is watching on the sideline. Now I can go for drive, I am processing the ball, and very important that immediately when I'm receiving the ball, I'm ready for the quick pass, because this is what we want. We not have time for fakes. If you are doing 1 or 2 fakes, the fast break is over. That is why we said this is 3 or 5 seconds. So on an easier way, we need to finish. Now we received here the ball. This we explained. This you need to work with your players. You can put defenders on the post player. You can put a defender here on the guard. It is depending on you. It is depending how you will do. Maybe first we will just passive defense, how you will do. But about this you need to work. And with the post player now you need to work. Sometimes above head pass, sometimes direct pass. It can be a cognitive practice that there is the coach, and if the coach is or the defender is not going close to the post player, he is making an overhead pass. If the defender is going close, he must to make a pivot, a direct pass, and in the air he must to put the ball on the chest when going down to protect, to be safe. So this we said for 2 players. Now we are going for the triangle offense. So we need to make a triangle offense to organize for our fast break. So let's say if this player is receiving the ball, now this player not have time on the helping side to make a fake. He must to go directly or in the middle, in the middle, and directly. So, but first to say this position. Let's say that happening that this player is coming here and the defender defending him very good face to face, and the hand is on the passing line. Then I said not to go in the corner, go directly behind this defender, come here and receive the ball here from the post player. This is very important. And why not to go to the sideline? Because if this player is moving to the sideline, the defender can cover. Very hard to make the pass. And here will be maybe some defenders more. This just I wanted to explain for you. Now we are going for 3 players, the post player. And again we are happening, So you must to be strict on the training. That can't happen that your player is out from 3-pointer, I don't know where. Must to be on elbow on the corner of the free throw line. So when he is moving here and I am making the pass, this player, now I will show you few options tactically. So can't happen that you are saying you have only one option tactically where to go. What is happening if the defenders are that's stopping. So you must to give options for your players. First of all would be that he is going out too, and he is going in the middle. Very important that here the player can receive the ball for sure and to play fast break. But if he is coming here to receive the ball and the player is thinking, okay, but I am closer to the opponent hoop, it is very hard to receive the ball. And we can't happen that he is not receiving the ball. He must to receive the ball because he must to play it very fast to finish 3 or 5 seconds. Let's say, again, this player here received the ball, and now this player running in the middle and can't receive it. What is happening? He needs to run here, and now I can make the pass for him. Of course, if the player is, when we did with two players, the post player will run on the opposite side. Again, the post player running opposite side when he did the pass. And now who did the pass? Now this player is going in the middle. And now who gave the pass? Again, going in the corridor, in the side corridor. And you are doing. Now let's see another option, another tactical option for 3 players at the fast break, building the system. So I am making again the pass, and now it's happening that he is going very fast for a drive in the middle, and now we want again that the post player is going in the opposite side, on the in the side corridor, and now this player will run here. Of course, can happen the same situation, but something is different. So this player is opening here, he is opening here, he received the ball. Maybe here was a very good defense on the post player, and this player receiving later the ball. He is going in the middle, he is already here, and now he still not received the ball. So we are expecting this player to go front of the ball. He is going in the middle, and the post player is going in the side corridor. So these tactical things you should need to do with your players. And now is coming a very interesting thing, what I not see in youth trainings. You need to practice this tactical situation too, that I can't make the pass here. Okay, of course we can say that then make the pass on the other side, but now this is you need to practice. But happening that he is going in the middle, and now the post player making the pass, he is going here, he is going side corridor, and he is going side corridor. So I showed for you few options tactically for 3 players. This you should need to do with your players. If you are not doing with your players, you will have teams that they know one thing, and if the opponent coach is making good scouting, you are over. Game over. Game over. You need to make players, you need to make teams that they know more options. More options. We need to make smart players and smart teams. So this is with 3 players, what is very interesting, I think, because when I was a young coach, I was not thinking about this. And this is not high-level basketball. This should need to do everybody. This is what I'm saying. For me, is no excuse that somebody is saying I have only 2 or 3 trainings in a week, or I not have pro players. This can't be an excuse. We are coaches. We need to educate ourselves. We need to get a lot of knowledge. We need to have a lot of experience. A coach with 2, 3, 5 years experience, question what he knows. The best should need to have somebody, a coach with much more experience behind him, and little try to mention and to give ideas for him. That would be the best, I think, for somebody who is leading a youth team or a senior team and maybe have 2 or 3 years coaching experience with that category. So this was for 2 and 3 players. And now let's talk about the practices. So let's see, for example, one very interesting, very simple practice. So we will put the cones that to be good the corridors, and we are going with 2 players, for example, and we are doing so we are on the elbow, we are making the defensive rebound, opening, pass, driving in the middle. At the cone you are changing your hand, and again after the pass immediately the post player is running and finishing. You are making the pass, finish with layup without the dribble, and after can be everything. After can finish the jump shot. You can go for layup on the other side. You can stop close to the hoop, reverse pivot back shoot, half hook, but to finish very fast. You can make pass back to the guard. You can make that. The guard is passing the ball to the post player and going for front cut or back cut, or I'm going for faking to going behind the player, then going for front cut and opposite. So you can do a lot of things, and you can do, for example, with one ball. For example, this practice, one ball for the all pairs, so only one ball. And what is happening? We are doing the same. So opening, pass, driving in the middle, changing the hand. This player is going opposite, giving the pass. He is finishing, and after the basket, he must run to catch the ball. He is opening. You can make the pass for him to finish and then going the next pair, or this player is dribbling and making the pass here. So this again can be an interesting drill. This you can do with 2 balls too. So when you are finishing, when this player is finishing, here is another ball, and the other team is going. And this player who finished first is making the pass, and you are using only 2 balls. But this is a very dynamic, and this is what that you are making a smart player. So you are putting demands that you need to think, not just to make very simple practices. We said that we need to teach our post player for baseball pass. A very good practice. We are going again with these 2 players, and we are putting the cones to be good the corridors. The guard is opening, the post player, so the post player making the defensive rebound, the guard is opening, and happening that I can't make the pass. This post player is dribbling the ball, he is running, and try to make the pass, not directly to the player. Make the pass between the guard and the opponent's hoop. This is very important, because if you are making direct pass, maybe the pass is not 100% correct, and this player little need to slow down. This is a problem. So I am making the pass for him when he is here, running, catching the ball, going for layup, and this player, the post player, after the pass, running with maximally speed, going around the cones, and how I am finishing with the layup, catching the ball, dribbling, and making the pass for him to finish. But again, you can do that, not have every pair one ball for all the pairs, and this player is not making pass for the layup, he is making the pass for the next post player. So this you can again to use. So this is good practice, that you are pushing your post player that after the pass he must to run like a trailer, and very good that you are teaching your post player that there is not only just pass like Jokic, dribble, pass, baseball pass, and finishing. Basketball is so simple. Now let's go for the next practice. Next practice, we are putting 3 players, and we are doing only that this player is running, making the pass, running with maximally speed, pass back. From this player we are expecting to run with maximally speed, pass, here to put the post player, put position 4, and he is finishing with layup, maybe he is making pass for the first and second wave players. This can be a front cut, a V cut. Here can be again some screen, but you need to make it very fast, of course. And if all the three players stopping, then it's secondary break. But now we will not speak about secondary break. That will be another live event. And now this practice, what you can do, different finishing tactically with three players, different individually finishing, and very good practice that this player, when receive the ball, he is shooting from 5 meter or from the three-pointer line. And these two players are running and they are boxing out each of other. Boxing out. So you are teaching fast break, but you are teaching boxing out too. This is what I said for weekly 2-3 trainings. That one practice, but we are preparing two things, not just only fast break. So if you are saying that you not have time for boxing out and fast break, put in one practice. So this is what I said, the difference between coaches, that they are thinking I not have trainings 5, 10 on a week, but I need to teach a lot of things for my players. Can't be an excuse that I have only 2 trainings in a week. After this can happen that, for example, to make it more simpler, I am making the pass, he is making the pass back, and he is shooting and now boxing out from this position. You can do, for example, that they are making boxing out, and after the rebound it is not over. Who is making the rebound? The shooter is opening. Who is made the rebound, making the pass, and they are going 2-on-1 back. So these are ideas for you. So from one practice you can make 20 if you want. Of course, now you can put defenders all of these practices, or when I mentioned for you tactical situations, you can put that there is you can make it first 2-on-0, 3-on-0, but you can go after 2-on-1, 3-on-2. After you can go 2-on-1 plus 1, 3-on-2 plus 1. When the ball is here on the going to the offensive court, then coming the next defender inside. So it is up to you. And now let's, for example, interesting practice for finishing, because for fast break we need to practice a lot of 2-on-1 and 3-on-2. We are putting 3 defenders here, 3 defenders we are putting, and we are putting here 3 attackers. Here is the coach with the ball. 3 attackers are just running around this defender. The coach is making the pass for this player, and he can go 1-on-1. So all the players are running. If you can't finish 1-on-1, there will be 2-on-1, there will be 3-on-2, because this defender not have so much time to arrive back. And now I will show for you this practice with 2 balls. What is very interesting to make smart players. So the coach can hold 2 balls. Again, 3 attacker, 1 defender in the middle, 1 defender at the hoop, and 1 defender here. They are again running in the circle. I am giving 1 ball here and 1 ball here. And there is the rule that with 1 ball we can go on one side and with the other ball on the other side. So maybe on one position we will 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 or 2-on-1. And for example, if they finished on this side and if here not finished, they can go back. This like very much players, because this is very interesting drill. And when we spoke about the boxing out, I am giving for senior teams or under 16, under 18 teams, that what I showed this practice with boxing out, that there is no foul. I mean that you can push the player, you can do with the player what you want. First, when you are doing this, you will see that they are shy. But when somebody is pushing the other player, that will push back more and more. After, sometimes I'm laughing a lot when I see how they are pushing. And after I'm saying that you can do like in Taekwondo or Karate, doesn't matter, like in rugby. One thing that we need to prepare our players tactically and technically, but we need to be smart coach that these players like very much the training, to be interesting, to go home and say, even I'm doing this with senior players and they like a lot. They like a lot. This is my experience. You can try. This I was using in some aggressive countries too, and it was everything okay. When you see that they are pushing a lot or something they are doing bad, then you are stopping and going for the next practice. This is not a problem. So these practice you can do fast break. And now let's talk about the finish. So we said about fast break 2 on 1 and 3 on 2. Now I will say for you tactically what I see in clubs when I'm working like a technical director, where the coach is making mistake. For example, here is the ball, for example. Sorry. Here is the ball, for example, and here is the defender. And happening in this situation that this player is making the pass for this player. The problem is that this is not 2 on 1. This is 1 on 1. So from 2 on 1, we get 1 on 1. What is a step back? So until this defender is not going on the attacker, not need to make a pass, dribble more, because from 2 on 1, we need to make 1-0. From 3 on 2, we need to make 2 on 1, and after 1 on 0. So from fast break, we want to finish that the defenders are not defending us. So this is very important. But there is only one situation when this pass is good. What? Can happen that, for example, this player is feeling that this defender is faster from him, and he is afraid that after 1 or 2 dribble, the situation will be this. Now this situation is 2 on 2. Then 1 on 1 is better than 2 on 2, because if I'm beating this player, nobody can help. Now let's speak about 3 on 2. So 3 on 2. So 3 on 2. So 3 on 2. Can happen sometimes on training what I see, that this player is making the pass for this player. This is again, from 3 on 2, we get 2 on 2. This is one step back. This player not need to make the pass until defender not going on him. Make another dribble, go here. And now I can make a pass here, and there is 2 on 1. And now I will show for you one trick. So one trick on 3 on 2. This I not remember on which coaching clinic I saw, but that I'm using around 7 or 8 years. This is only just one detail. So let's see now 3 on 2. So we have here 3 on 2. And what we are doing? I am dribbling the ball. This player is going and this player is going. And the defender is going on me. And when I'm starting to be close to the defender, I am not making the pass immediately. I am just dribbling the ball little on the side. Little. What is happening? These two defenders, I am moving little on this side. And from here, opening this player, I am making the pass. This defender is coming and finishing, or making the pass for this player, and immediately I have 2 on 1. So this is interesting to teach your players when you are going in the middle, just little to go in the side, just little, and you are moving little the two defenders on that side, and it's much easier to score from fast break. But you need to prepare your players to finish fast break, not just with layup, with jump shot. If you are watching EuroLeague, you can see that players finishing with a long distance shot from a three-pointer. So when somebody is free, can shoot. This first I saw in Denmark when I was a coach first time in a top division women club. Usually my players finished with shots from 5 meters, from a three-pointer line. And this was for me very interesting, but every time. Then I start little to teach them, okay, but you need to finish with layup, it's much easier. You can finish with the shot if the players are going back and we not get advantage. So this is very important to teach your players sometimes to finish with jump shot, sometimes to finish from three-pointer line. This to make the practice, this to make the drill. This must to be. So you need to make players when they are coming young players to your senior team. The senior coach can use in youth category. It's not a problem if you are losing 2 or 3 matches. You will not lose your job. But the senior coach, he signed a contract. He is living from basketball. 2 or 3 lost matches, and maybe the season is over for him. So he not have so many time. And there are few number of coaches, head coaches, who likes a lot to push young players. But young players must to be ready for the demands of the senior basketball. So this is very important youth category. You must to prepare your players for the demands of the senior basketball, and not to prepare that you will be the first, second, or third in under 14, under 16, under 18. Our job, if we are talking about youth category, we need to make a senior player. We need to make a player for the senior team from our club, and we should need to make maybe a senior player for the national team. So this is, I think, the best thing for the youth coach, to make a senior national player. Not that you was 5 or 6 times champion of the country in youth category. So these practices I prepared for you. And now, next time should need to be a secondary break. Now, just to show, for example, few options for secondary break. Let's see, for example, that here is 1, 4, 2, 5, and 3. So, for example, secondary break. Here is the ball in the middle. I am making the pass. If player 2 can make the pass for 4, make the pass immediately, and you will finish from secondary break 1-on-1. Nobody can help. If he can't make the pass, so this is first option from this secondary break. Player 1 will going for give and go. Maybe you can go for back cut, front cut, fake to go for behind, then to go for front. I am coming here, and now player 3 making screen. Player 1 is going out. Player 2 making the pass back to player 1, and player 1, when receive the ball, the post player, player 5, can make the screen. They can play here pick and roll. Player 1 is going, player 3 moved in the corner, player 5 is coming here, player 4 is coming here. Player 1 can finish with shoot or layup or pass to 5 or pass to 4. And let's see, same situation, but the ball is going on the other side. Let's say, for example, 1, 2, 4, 5, and 3. Let's say, let's play flex. 1 is making the pass for 5. When we did this, 4 is making the screen for 2. 2 is making the screen for 3, who is going on the other side. And now 1 did the pass for player 5. Now player 4 is going out, but player 1 is making the screen for him. He can make the pass. And now player 5 again screen for player 2, who is going out. Again, he can receive the ball back. Player 5 can make a screen and to play pick and roll. So this is, everything is the same position, all the players. Just the ball is going right or left. So, but you see the finish again almost the same. Player 1 finishing with 5, etc. So this is again, if you're talking about secondary break, must to be a system. So must to be a system for your players, and you need to make a system that sometimes finishing this player, that player. But if you not have so many main players, then you need to make that these 2 or 3 players will finish. So about this is what I'm saying. What kind of material you have, with that you need to cook. If you have 8 or 9 main players for that league, then it's easy for you. If you have only 3 or 4, you need to put those players in that kind of positions and to get advantage and to finish, and other players are passing and playing defense. So this was a secondary break. I would love to hear your questions, your thoughts about fast break. I think that I showed for you practices that you can make 20 or 30 from them, and I said for you my experience, my thoughts for you. Next Facebook Live event will be for secondary break. This is for our senior coaches, is the real basketball, because in fast break I showed for you a few options tactically, and maybe this is it. But when we are talking about secondary break, that is a rich topic, we can play what we want. That is the real basketball. Fast break is so simple, but you see in fast break you need a lot of things about this to teach for your players, and this you need to start it under 12 with 2 players, 3 players, to show more options. Anyway, you are making a young player that he is going for the senior team, and he will know only one thing from fast break. No, there are more options, and those players must to be very smart to know more options, to be that kind of personality to have, that there are more options, and that they need to be brave, to teach them to be brave, that they are asking from you. Sometimes I'm taking a senior team, and I have that they are asking nothing. After a few months, they know, okay, coach, but what we are doing when the ball is going to the right side? What we are doing when the ball is going to the left side? What is happening if that defender is defending our player and we can't make the pass? So you need to have always answer, because on milliseconds your players need to make good decisions, and this you need to make on training, practices, drills. Not to happen that on the match you want to say, okay, now let's play this and now let's play that. No, only just what you are asking from the training that you need to do on the matches. So I think I said for you everything what I prepared. Uh, Thank you very much, Umit. I hope that you enjoyed, and you get a lot of information and details. Of course, that I can draw more than 50 practices, but just to give for you idea and how to do. And in YouTube you can find a lot of practices, but very important: correction, details, principles, and rules. This you must to say. If you are not teaching on this way, your senior team and your youth team, your team is lost when we are talking about fast break. And if you not build a good defensive system, you will have less fast breaks. So this is a very important. I think I said for you everything, just to check, because I not see questions or something. No. So you not need to be shy. You can ask what you would love. Maybe you are saying some situation what I mentioned for you, and you are thinking it is not right, or you are asking a new situation from me, and I will draw for you. So now I have 10 minutes more time or 15 minutes more time. After I am packing my stuff, and from Serbia I'm going to Hungary, and slowly I will start the season there. I am very happy that I see a lot of my friends, colleagues from basketball, and some people who are in basketball but not coaches too. I hope that I gave for you again some new stuff, some knowledge, maybe little thinking how to work with teams who have 2 trainings in a week or 10 trainings in a week, how to build a fast break, how to receive the ball, how to stand the players. Of course, that I not said that you always need to show the target hand, and you need to do in practices in some situation. Now I want to receive the ball on this hand, now after I want to receive the ball on the other hand. So this is very important too. But if you are making the mistake at the beginning, and if you are not going in details, you lost. I was playing against Spanish coaches, Greek coaches, Hungarian coaches, Letonian coaches, Lithuanian coaches, American coaches. Maybe we are using the same practice, the same drills. maybe tactically we are using a similar offense, but the difference the coaches is that you are going into details and you are strict and you are saying rules and I want this. And if some of your players are not doing that, then maybe that player will not playing. So this is it. Basketball is a team game. Team game. It's very important. So this is, and of course you must to have courage. You must to have courage. And difference between the coaches for me is the character too. Must to have character. Must a coach must to be like a player that want to fight, want to do everything for the team, and want to do everything for his player to develop. Thank you, Umit, very much. So I can stay some 10 minutes more. If there is maybe some question or thoughts, we can talk about it. I have time for that now. And I must to say that about what I was talking, of course, when I was a young player, I didn't know so many things, or when I was starting like a coach, I had maybe a few years experience. I not know about this technically. And problematic thing that, for example, somebody have 1, 2, 3, 4 years experience, and that coach is coaching an under 14, under 16, under 18 team, and he is not doing so many things about what I talked for you. You will not prepare your players for the senior basketball demands. Like a senior coach, I will build a fast break. I will do these things what I said for you, but I not have so many time. When you are in a youth category, you have a lot of time. And if you have a good committee in the club, they are patient with you and they are letting you to making senior players. That is a very big problem if the committee wants good results in youth category, and maybe you are doing good job because for basketball you need always lot of time to prepare something, especially if we are talking about system or if we are talking about to making the players for the senior team. And I hope that everybody is following the Olympic Games, because now for me is very interesting that 3-on-3 basket, and I hope that Serbia will win. And just to know that these players who are playing 3-on-3 for the Serbian national team, they are players from the street, they are not pro players, but some countries 3-on-3 they are playing with top division or second division players, and I hope that Dusan Bulut and his company will winning it, because I think when before 5 years, 10 years or before that, somebody is saying for them 3-on-3 will be an Olympic discipline, and you will playing to win a gold medal on the Olympic Games, I think that they would not believe. But in Serbia, to play 3-on-3, we are calling to play basket. There is a big tradition, big tradition about this. I can talk when I was a young player how we played basket. There is a foul but no free throw, so you must to score a long distance shot or to finish with layup very aggressively, because you get an advantage, bomb a foul, and the ball is you are just have an outbound. there is no free throw. So I don't know, do you have question? If not have question, that after a few minutes I will close the Facebook live event, and this video after I will put, maybe I will edit and to put on my YouTube channel, and the next topic on Facebook live event would be secondary break. I hope that you enjoyed, and for me it's always the pleasure that I can share knowledge, and I would love more what I said, that you are writing your questions, you are asking, because that would be interesting, that I'm talking about one topic, but after is starting some kind of discussion, and I'm very happy that a lot of friends I see that they're online. So next time will be a secondary break with many options. Maybe I will talk little just about preparing the system for how we are bringing up the ball, but after the going secondary break and many options. Of course, if I am making a secondary break and the system, I am not doing that I see one EuroLeague team or NBA team and I say I like this and this I will do my team, because the quality of your players should need to decide what you will do. Maybe you can copy, you can copy one part of it or thinking, because you need to put the secondary break and every system on your quality of your players. So this is very important. Yes, Umit, how I saw no questions. So thank you very much for your time. Okay, then see you next time. So when I'm arriving to Hungary and I will have time, then I will prepare myself and next topic will be secondary break. I would love to wish for you all the best and slowly starting the season in basketball, and I hope that basketball will be now in more countries in the world like in the previous season. I am very sorry that, for example, in Ireland, where I worked one season, that there was no basketball. I was very sorry for that, and just to say in Asia, in some countries and in some other countries too. So we hope all the best, and we hope that this upcoming season will be better and that we can play basketball with fans, because for me it was so strange to play basketball matches without fans. So we used for it to have fans, and fans are used for it to watch beside the basketball court the matches and not just to watch online. So I would love to wish all your best and keep in touch. Bye bye.